Akbar the Great is great for a reason, his profound impact on history. While Akbar is widely celebrated for his achievements and contributions to Indian history, there are a lot of people who argue that he is not as great as this title suggests. How credible are these assertions that Akbar held negative views towards Hindus and that he caused the deaths of thousands of Hindus during warfare? Can you provide concrete historical evidences to support these claims about Akbar's alleged anti-Hindu policies and actions resulting in deaths of thousands of Hindus? The claim that Akbar married hundreds of women has often been sensationalized. Was Akbar's practice of polygamy significantly different from any other rulers at that time? And is there any strong historical piece of evidence that supports he married hundreds of women? He was being accused as an invader. Accusing a king as an invader doesn't make any sense. How many kings were not invaders? Aren't we being proud of our Indian kings who have invaded other countries? These arguments stem from various perspectives and historical interpretations. Setting aside the arguments, Akbar was a great leader. He encouraged art and culture, improved how the government worked. Beyond multiple criticisms, why should we know about his greatness? This is Nivipedia. Let's dig into this. Our journey begins with young Akbar, who ascended the throne at the tender age of 13. Behind him stood the influential figure of Bairam Khan, his regent and guiding light. Imagine the challenges of leading an empire at such a youthful age and yet under Bairam Khan's guidance. Akbar would embark on a path that forever shapes history. Akbar's reign was illuminated by a beacon of secularism. He believed in a vision where people of all faiths could live together harmoniously. In a time of religious discord, Akbar championed religious tolerance, emphasizing unity in diversity. His commitment to secularism was not just a policy, it was a profound belief that shaped his rule. In 1582, Akbar introduced Deen-i-Ilahi, a remarkable initiative aimed at amalgamating ethical principles from various prevailing religions into a new faith. This innovative concept sought to extract the virtues from Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, and even Christianity to create a new spiritual doctrine known as Deen-i-Ilahi. Before the introduction of Deen-i-Ilahi, he constructed the Ibadat Khana, house of worship, a space where leaders from diverse religious backgrounds could convene to engage in organic debates and discussions, all in the pursuit of uncovering the true essence of spirituality. Despite opposition from many of his Muslim commanders and ministers, as well as condemnation from Islamic scholars and figures like the Qadi of Bengal, Tuba and Shaikh Ahmad Srihindi, who considered it blasphemous to Islam, Akbar remained strong in his commitment to promote religious tolerance and unity among his subjects. One of the pivotal moments in Akbar's reign was the abolition of the jizya tax, which had been imposed on non-Muslims. When Akbar abolished the jizya tax, it represented a significant departure from the discriminatory practices that had been common in medieval India. While the immediate impact was the relief from this tax burden of non-Muslims, predominantly Hindus, his actions went beyond more taxation reform. Akbar was a visionary leader who actively worked towards fostering religious tolerance and integration in his diverse empire. The best example for this was his favorite minister Birbal. We would have heard a lot of moral and wisdom stories involving these two icons. But do you know, Birbal was a Hindu. Akbar's relationship with Birbal exemplifies his secular and progressive approach. Akbar was ahead of his time in promoting religious harmony and tolerance. He celebrated Birbal's wit and wisdom regardless of his religious background, which is prime example of secularism and meritocracy in governance. Akbar's policies aimed to create a diverse and inclusive society where individuals were valued for their abilities and contributions rather than their religious beliefs. The folklores and stories surrounding Birbal may not always align precisely with the historical records, as they are often created for entertainment and moral lessons. Akbar's alliances with Rajputs can be likened to forming strong friendships with neighboring kingdoms, a strategic approach to build diplomatic ties and preventing conflicts between the Mughals and the Rajputs. It was a shrewd way to maintain stability and harmony in diverse empire. A few of them are Raja Barmal of Amir, who was said to be the father of Jodha, the beloved wife of Akbar, Raja Mansingh of Jaipur, Raja Rai Singh of Bikaner, and Raja Uday Singh of Marwar. Regarding his multiple marriages, It's essential to clarify that there are no historical pieces of evidence supporting the exaggerated claim that he had hundreds of wives. A few historical records support that he had around 30 to 36 wives. These marriages were often motivated by political celebrations such as building alliances and ensuring the peace and unity of his empire. We glorify a lot of other kings too who had n number of wives, and we take it as a pride. The next pointer is the assertion that the original name of Akbar's beloved wife is absent from historical records is not entirely accurate. In historical accounts, she is commonly referred to as Maryam-uz-Zamani. While her original name is not widely documented, the Akbarnama, an important historical source, does mention her name as Maryam-uz-Zamani. It's important to note that her original name may not be disclosed in historical records due to her marriage, which was likely of diplomatic significance. The practice of women changing their last name upon marriage has been prevalent throughout history and continues to this day. There is no concrete historical evidence to suggest that she was forcibly converted to Islam, as she played a prominent role as Akbar's favorite queen and the mother of Jahangir. The complexities of Maryam-uz-Zamani's life and her significance in the Mughal court makes her a subject of historical inquiry, but her status as an influential queen is well documented. On the contrary, the claim that she ruled for 43 years is not a fact in the first place. According to Akbarnama, the whole source of Akbar's life story, he married a few Rajput women. Though Jodha's name is not mentioned in it, Maryam-uz-Zamani was mentioned as his beloved wife. Her original name from Akbarnama source is Heer Kunwari. The claim that Maryam-uz-Zamani ruled for 43 years is not supported by any historical documents. In fact, Akbar's reign was from 1556 to 1605, and immediately in 1605, Jahangir came to the throne. When someone talks negatively about a historically significant figure like Akbar without proper evidence, it can have far-reaching consequences, especially in a diverse country like India. Such negative portrayals can distort our understanding of the past, perpetuating myths and misunderstandings. In a nation where communal harmony is crucial, these narratives can potentially influence public perception and foster bias. Moreover, they might impact the way history is taught in schools, leading to a skewed view of historical events. While it's important to acknowledge that historical education, which we had in our school syllabus, may not always be completely accurate, this statement can't be applied universally. When negative narratives are used for political purposes, they can create divisions along religions or communal lines, further polarizing the society. Ultimately, such discussions not only undermine the accurate portrayal of history, but also miss the opportunity to learn valuable lessons from a complex and significant period like Akbar's rule. What do you think? What according to you is Akbar's character? Mention in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.